Hello, David Bradley in the pool room. I got a little diverted, but I gotta do this. I went back to the basement to look for other things, and indeed, I did find a bag. Commodore computer, the one to grow. I used to travel with bags like this. I did. This one looks pretty well. It's kind of it's not in. It's a little bit mangled, but in terms of coloring, it's not bad. And then to show that we are diverse, I have, of course, the French version. I do. This too, where it was sitting, I mean, it's pretty fine. I'm sure, actually, you know what I used to do? I used to take the top of a computer paper box and put it inside here to add to the robustness and that it would hold its shape. Anyway, I'm pleased that those were there and that I have founded them. They will go somewhere. Perhaps I will use them. I'm more likely to use them than the other ones that I found. So here, I know you can't see what's here, but here's a box. And it says flashlights and batteries, misc, etc. Taped up long ago. Oh my. And I think, indeed, that's what we got here. This is stuff. Oh my. I may in fact send most of this away to my brother. What is this thing? Oh, it's a meter. Look at that. It's a meter. And if I can see this rightly, and can I? I think it's DC volts. I think. Oh yeah. Volts. Is it DC? Probably. But it just says volts. What's the box say? The box is perhaps not the same. Shocking. That's what this is. Collar, steel clamping, 2 inches. Now that's different. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. There's a screw thing at the bottom. And if I turn it, it kind of adjusts the zero setting. Anyway, I think this is DC volts, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, that is interesting. Very interesting. But the rest of this, well, oh yeah. This is a battery-powered drink mixer. It is. It would. You have a battery in there. I think a C-cell. I have some I could test it with because I got stuff to go with the thing. I think this is an alarm of sorts. But I will have to open it up and experiment. I think. What is this? It's a tin. Oh, is this instructions? Oh yeah, the following tips will enable the night owl to stand guard for you. The night owl will not operate as long as any key is plugged in place. Set the alarm, close the door, and remove the key plug. Key must be inserted in the plug to shut off alarm. Oh, I see. Okay. There may be. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's two parts to this. The thing you put the battery in, and then the thing you put by the door. Interesting. All right. That can stay in there. That definitely needs to be checked out. I am going to get rid of some stuff, though. What is this? Oh, a flashlight bulb. One. Not two, but one. Look, it's another little drink mixer. Probably a C cell. Interesting. Not sure. But I like this. Oh, look. It's another drink mixer. 3 kinds. Now here's something that my dad used to use. Oh yeah. It is a battery charger. Or recharger. Supposedly this would charge some things. General instructions. Charges all 1.5 batteries CD AA in pairs, lengthwise. 4 batteries can be charged simultaneously. Interesting. Interesting. It's got all kinds of configurations here. Oh, including 9 volts. Yes. That is something. I think so. I will send this to my brother here. This looks like a vacuum thing. It looks like it should have a little bag on it, and it would spin. Interesting. Here's another thing, another little something thing. Another lamp. Oh. This, another sort of weird light bulb. I'm suspecting any batteries in here will be long since dead. This is interesting. I like this, but I don't know where I would get a battery for it anymore. I suppose they're around, but I'm not sure. It's got a red thing on the back, beautiful camp thing, and typically the battery would screw on with screws. This too is something that I will likely, oh my god, it's another drink mixer, send to Richard. Oh, there's like a little pen light battery, as is this. Yeah, I think a lot of these I'll send away. This one, of course, has tape on it. My dad believed in marking things, especially when we went to camp. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Bradley. Aha. Yeah, I think I'll send this to Richard. It says R.T. Bradley. That was our dad. Maybe that was what he had at work. Oh, look. Ooh, a little lamp. A little wee lamp with 2 little lights. Ooh. Looks a little corroded. Interesting. Interesting. This too. Hello. What's going on here? It's something I might send away. This is a thing for looking at slides. You push them in. Somewhere you put batteries. You push them in, and the light lights up. Oh, I see. The batteries go in the side here. I will check and see, because I still do have Oh, some slides around. This is the kind of thing, I remember my grandmother had one of these at the cottage in her room in case of power failures. She absolutely did. Oh my word. Pumper-matic. I'm not sure what this is for. And as I say, a bunch of these things I think I will send away. Now here, you know, all these bicycles today, they've got all these LED things and magical things. That's what we had as the light for the front of a bike. That's it. That's it. Had a little switch, and it was dim as could be. And without that, my God, you could get pulled over and charged. Oh, looky. Oh, it's another sort of a vacuumy thing. Why do I hear things rattling? Oh, maybe that's what's rattling. Looks like D-cells. And this one has the little bag that seems to tighten, but I would suspect probably the best way to keep the bag on there is a rubber band. Also, I think it was never really great. Here's another funky flashlight. And here's a great big one. This was kind of the Radio Shack powerhouse. That is something kind of like a plastic mag light. And this is a reflector you could put on, well, you screw it onto anything. You didn't want somebody to run down. ESP, Empowered Student Partnerships. Oh, I remember that group. Sadly, the guy behind it, the last time I saw him, he had bad cancer. And chances are, shortly after, he died. There's a cute little light. Anyway, Empowered Student Partnerships was a thing. Ah, here's something my dad cooked up to test batteries. Little wire, little bulb. Put it between them. There you go. Here's another little light. And here, oh my golly, here's a bag of batteries. Not all of them, though. More lights. Oh my gosh. And here is another battery charger thing. It is. Instructions. Standard type batteries. This. Okay. So I am figuring that I'm going to put these other things in here. There's all kinds of bulbs just lying around. So I think what I'm going to do is go get a big Ziploc bag, kind of like what the batteries are in, and put them all in there, as well as some of the smaller lights and things. I'm in the dark. Okay. And then this whole bunch, well, not everything, a lot of this. A lot of this I will send away to Richard. Some of it is kind of cool. It's all interesting. It is. Oh yeah. So, I mean, the old light. There we go. Lamps. Lamp. Little tiny lamps. Tiny lights. Tiny lights. Now, of course, any LED thing would far surpass this. I wonder if they make LED bulbs for these things. I wonder. I used to take one of these to camp. They were very handy to see in the dark. They called them basically a pen light. You had batteries, you would put them in, and you twisted the top, and they would come on. All right, now here, wow, that's a lot of batteries. And a lot of them are breaking down. And you know, at one point I thought, boy, it'd be cool to save some of these because they're just so cool. But a lot of them do. They will start growing stuff. They will. There's a bag of batteries. All kinds. I'm thinking what I will do is I will take this Ziploc bag and I will put it into the there's a bunch of stuff I set aside to give to my mother because her building is very good, or bulbs, at gathering up their stuff and making sure it gets to good places. Because at some point, I remember hearing they did a study. Wow, that is cool. That is powerful. I just don't know if they make these batteries anymore. I just don't know. It's cool. It is. I don't know. I have to get rid of things. And even this thing here, this alarm thing. You know what? I don't know. Perhaps most of this stuff will go back in the box. Ta-da. But some of these, I mean, they're almost works of art. They are. They are indeed. They are works of art. Anyway, I think what I will do with the vast majority of these is indeed, oh yeah, this was the best camp light there was. Anyway, so next time that Mr. Richard is down, it's funny, this thing here, it's got a little mount on the back. You'd have to mount it on your bike, and then you were safe because you had this tiny little light. And this kind of thing, I've used it on things. I have. But I think I'll just toss it in here. I think I shall. The only thing, oh yeah, here is the battery charger. The other one. Oh, here's another pen light. This is quite something. I mean, look at this. It's metal, it's shiny. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And who knows, might work. This stuff would also be interesting for movie props and things. Anyway, here are the 4 drink mixer things that I could hold on to, but I'm never going to use them. So I won't. And I think this thing here, it can also go. The slide viewer thing, assuming I don't break it. is kind of interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe it's C cells. They would go in there. There's where they would mount on the top. Does it? Yeah, it has a bulb in there. It does. Maybe. $1. No batteries. Okay, I think I'm going to put this into the photography box, because that's, of course, what it might be handy for. Oh yeah, now this thing, I suppose what I should do, it's got a way to connect things. That's the meter. I think it's 12 volts, and I like it. So I think that too. Oh dear, what's happened? It's not sitting nicely in here. Come on, why are you not sitting nicely? Why are you not sitting nicely? I think I'll take that to the car, and at some point I will experiment. I will. But mostly, I guess, like that. That's a lot of batteries. So I am going to get them out of here, and they can be properly recycled. And that's another box from the basement. And I can add more things to this. I'm still torn on this. But this would be, I think, well, you know, everything modern today is better with the LEDs. I just wonder what they do. You know, and I'm just going to put it in. I'm just going to put it in. So not bad. I've kept 2 little things out of this whole box. Not bad. Not bad. So batteries are going to go. I have a box. I mean, there's all kinds of different, I'm sure I say these because there's all kinds of different brands. But you know what? They gotta go. They just gotta go. Now the thing I'm afraid of is it's kind of a fabric bag I have over here. It's going to see my mother, and it might think that this is too much for it, but I don't know. Certainly, there's other, no, you know what? I'm gonna set this on the floor. Oh, it's too heavy, too heavy, too heavy, too heavy. All right. Too heavy. All right. So, that's it. So I don't know when I will be going north, or Richard will be in the vicinity. Look, I found another bulb to go in the bulb box. Beautiful. Because really, these complex fluorescents were good, but they're not that good. All right. So I already have started a box for Richard. This, actually, I may end up putting this flashlight stuff into some other box. I might. Because then I can put more other stuff to go to him in it. I can. All right. Well, I've got more stuff to move, more stuff to do. So, you know what? Right now, this old fan, it hasn't been plugged in a whole lot of years, but it comes to life. You know what I used to really like on buses, on school buses, was they had these little fans up above the driver. I don't know if they ever used them or not, but they were just cool. Now here, this is a thing from one of these torch lights. And I know I had it hanging on this lamp that I now know has a bad wire on it. And I've got more torch lamps to go through. And some. Well, I can think of probably two that are just going. There's another one over there. I don't even know if it works. I don't know if it's plugged in. I really don't know. I just don't know. Oh, the fan is good. Alright. I'm going to move these bulbs. I'm going to move this meter. And I'm going to keep on keeping on here in the pool room. Have a lovely day. We'll see you again. Bye for now.